All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! My name is Raven from the Sky. Let's duel, all right? So, Combat Star, used by IGGY ARLO in one of the abridged series. I think it was... Oh, man, I think it was Zexel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. My Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is rusty, but I do know... IGGY ARLO used Combat Star in one of the series, because sometimes they cross over in movies and things like that. But anyway, let's get into it, right? And Satsu, three beautiful beast trainers. Basically, these are just targets to bring out the bosses of the deck, the fusion cards. And Chimera is a good option, is a good target as well. But the main bosses are the two combat are the what's his name, Conqueror and Combat Star. All right, Combat and Conqueror. Okay. So 3 Hayate Earthstar, good for negating attacks that specifically target the warriors. Great stalling tactic until you get the Emperor out in the field. Same with Skystar. He protects him from effects that specifically target. So Mirror Force would be able to get around. He would be able to get around him. But in today's meta, it seems like most effects specifically target the one monster. So it's good to run. You want to run 3 of everything in this deck as much as you can. Now, as you guys saw a couple of episodes ago, this deck can be very bricky. That's the negative. All decks has a negative. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how high up on the tier list, tier 0 of a meta deck it is. All deck has weaknesses. All decks have problems against other certain decks, which is another weakness, which is, whatever. A weakness in general. Okay, so you will never ever be able to build a perfect deck. The ban list itself prevents that. All right, the forbidden list prevents that itself. You will never be, don't even try it. You will drive yourself crazy trying to do it. Now you can create a very good deck. I'm not too shabby with deck building. Not to brag or anything, but I'm okay. I'm not no spring chicken when it comes to deck building, but I do okay. But you can't control your probability. Okay, you can't control luck and probability in this game, which that's the other half. There's skill, yes, we all have skill. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to knock anybody's skill. You're a duelist, you have skill. You have wins under your belt. We all have losses, wins. You have skill. It takes skill, but also probability and luck weighs in. It is a card game, as with all card games, and sometimes probability and luck will not be on your side, and it can be very frustrating and annoying, especially when you see your opponent just wail on you and he's getting everything he needs and he's spamming the field and you can't do nothing but watch with your tickets to the darn show. Moving right along. Okay, Kaiki the Unity Star, 3 of him. He's a great combo starter. I love this guy. I keep forgetting his name because I don't use this deck. This is the first time using this deck. And when I was covering in the series, when I was covering it, I've never even heard of these cards, even in real life. So I decided, what's his name? Didn't he use? Okay, yeah. I decided, let me try. If you haven't gotten the hint already, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, I mainly covered decks that anime characters use in the anime. But however, I will use, other decks. People use in real life, offbeat, fun decks to use. That's maybe anti-meta, but mainly catches the meta players off guard, especially when you make them competitive. The problem I had when I first started the channel, when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh on the channel, was I was just doing the decks bare bones at face value. I wasn't making them competitive with current meta, which was a mistake. Which is why I have like 1,000 losses, only like 2 wins. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you've been a long time, it's raw on this channel. But I've gotten a lot better. But as you see, I still get unlucky. Oh well, right? You can't control the probability and luck engine. You can't. You can only worry about what you control, which is your deck, your play style. You can't control anything. You can try to influence it by. I don't like to build past 45 because when you run 40 cards, it increases your chances of getting what you need quicker versus someone who runs 50 and 60 cards, which I'm not knocking that either, because that was the trend for a long time. I think that was meta years ago. You know, running 60 card decks. Some people still do it, and they thrive on it. That's them. That's not me. I'd rather run 40. I can get my cards quicker, and it still screw up. And I couldn't play anything that duel. I was so frustrated. You know, sitting there facing Cash Tira, and Cash Tira spammed the field. I couldn't do nothing but watch with my tickets to the show, you know. But yeah, you discard him. He comes to the you fusion summon him. You use Kaki as a target if he's in your hand to discard. Changes his attack to 3200. He gets a boost next turn. You can bring him back out. All right, and you can fusion summon. All right, if you have other monsters in your hand, which more likely you may if you didn't break out with a bunch of magics and traps, and you can, if they destroy him, you can bring him back out, or you can bring out the combat star. That's like he's the perfect combat combo opener to bring out combat, and your opponent's gonna have a problem then. All right, Kaiser the Hidden Star 3. I haven't really used him much other than a target for fusion summoning, but he's good too. He gains the attack of a attributed monster that you use to special summon him. So I mean, that's good. He gets that's a huge attack boost. Seeing as how they're pretty much all boss cards. The attack isn't that great, but level 5 and up, they're all like bossy cards. But like I said, the deck bricks out as a weakness, and you can't do nothing but watch then. Or surrender. Fusion Sage, 3 of those. 3 Lightning Storm. 1 Greater Parmerization, I threw that in there. I haven't really used it much, but hey. 3 Lightning Storms, it's either that or 2 Regekis, which I was debating. Well, actually, no, I wasn't debating. I'm debating now. I just thought about it. Because it's like, but you have no face-up cards. Yeah, this is good, but when you got all this out, and you got Combat Star, and your opponent, you know, or if it's like a stalemate, you want to play Regeki, I wouldn't be able to play Lightning Storm. But I understand that Lightning Storm gives you the option to destroy back row as well, which makes it so good. So, you know, it to each his own. But I'm kind of thinking about putting Regeki in here for the last duel, but maybe not. Fusion Recycling Plant 3. You see the theme here is to get out the combat and the Emperor stars. All right, to get out. Oops, sorry about that. To get out the Conqueror and I keep calling him Emperor. To get out combat and Conqueror star. Same definition. Emperor, Conqueror, Emperor's Conqueror. You know, I guess that's why. But you need to, if you're not running a Parmerization or some type of Parmerization duplicate or some way to get Parmerization to your hand quick, you're going to brick fast as lightning. All right. So you need as much Parmerization as you can get, because have you noticed something? All of these cards are boss cards, none are level 4 or below. So everything needs to be about fusion summoning as much as you can, and you have to be able to get around the gates and things like that. Blossom, you know, Ash Blossom is heavy this format. Has been for the last like 3-4 formats. It seems like Ash Blossom has been heavy. Negate. Ash Blossom, Deflower, Crystal Wing, Crystal Synchro. I mean, everything. Just negate. Even me. Summon Limit and Permanence. Negate. Because the current meta and state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so special summon dependent, so monster effect dependent. It's ridiculous. So everybody's just running a bunch of cards that can negate, and can be heck of annoying. All right, Rapid Trigger. Another Parmerization duplicate variant. I said variant. Variant duplicate coming out at the same time. Another Parmerization variant. If I have 2 of these on the field or whatnot, and my Parmerization in the graveyard, that's all I have. I can fusion summon. Although he probably can only, he can only attack special summon monsters, which really isn't much of a problem since, like I said, this current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is special summon heavy and dependent, in my opinion, at the time of this recording. All right, now Yu-Gi-Oh! Can flip in one new deck box, not deck box, but series of cards can change that. Series release a new booster pack. Oh, now everybody's playing this way because of these new cards, and they run better with these old cards, and they can change the whole format. So I'll say at the time of this recording. All right, 3 Impermanence. It's a staple. It's common. Everyone runs this pretty much in every deck, just like Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom I didn't put in this deck is because I want to increase the chances of getting out Conquering Emperor and getting the stars to my hand, so I can Parmesan as quickly as possible and getting these warriors and keep it like that for Rivalry of the Warlord, straight warrior, so I don't have any issues there with summoning, and summon limit to kind of slow down my opponent's spam in the field, because again, like I said, special summon heavy, spam heavy, so summon limit helps with that. Okay. Now you can debate whether I want 2 or 3, because I've bricked out with 2 in my hand. You only really need 1, but hey, to each his own. 2 Guardian Chimeras, self-explanatory. This is just a beast of a card. Again, you'll see this in almost every deck. Very, very good card, especially when you fusion summon from the field. 2 monsters from the field, 1 from the hand, or 3, all 3 from the field. You can pluck 3 back row or 2 monsters, 1 back, whatever, from the field. It's very, very good card, and you draw 1. All right. Idaten the Conqueror Star. He's a good card. Can turn your opponent's attack to 0. Opponent's monster attack to 0. Only drawback is that battle, but you can add a level 5 warrior, one of these, the stars, to your hand, and then you can discard a card to increase his attack. Mainly, you would discard this. Again, the combo I alluded to earlier. Discard this. He gains his attack. He comes back during the opponent's turn. If your opponent manages to get rid of Conqueror Star, you pay 500. You can bring him right back out, or you can pay 500 right then, because it's a quick effect, and bring out the Combat Star, the big boss of the deck. And he just makes all opponents' monsters 0. All of them. And then they only gain 200 per their level, and he's level 12, so he's always gonna be over that. And when he gets destroyed, you can summon Conqueror Star, comes back out. So just the deck the combos and the theme is really good. It's just that facing meta is gonna be your biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? And I try to make it as competitive as can be without ruining the deck synergy. With meta. Like I said, I've joined the dark side. I'm not necessarily running, of course, straight meta decks, but making the decks competitive to meta. So it's kind of like, it's not, he didn't run this. There was no impermanent. He didn't run impermanence. He didn't run summon. I know that. That's what I'm saying. I've joined the dark side. No more am I creating the decks and keeping them at stock face value. All right. I'm now going to try to make them competitive, somewhat competitive, to somewhat last with the current meta. It may not always win, of course, with Cash T or some things. It just doesn't happen. You get wailed on. I've been doing all right so far with the wins and stuff like that, but I'll admit, sometimes it's like it's a hell of high war. Like I remember, what was it, Slifer? It was a Slifer deck. We went toe to toe and wore each other down. There's been some duels where I'm down to last like several cards, man. Wore me out. It's so draining and just wear you down and wear your deck down, and you get lucky, and you really got to think and play your cards right. That's the beautiful thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! I love it. All right. Tears Keeper of Genesis, 1 Armageddon, 1 Drill Driver, 1 Zeus. He's limited to 1. I understand why, because he just nukes the entire field, removes everything, and you can bring him out. I can summon Tiras here and then bring him out during the main phase. I didn't know I could do that until she was highlighted. I never really understood how to summon him. It's just, I was like, how do you summon him? You probably already explained it to me in the comment section of that video, because I had asked, like, I didn't even know. I wasn't even thinking about summoning him until she was highlighted, and I pressed it, and it was like, oh, you can summon Zeus. Okay. It was that video. Yeah, I think it was the video I faced. The fudge was it? Cash Tira or Orchis, or was it? No, because I brought out Chimera when facing Trap Tricks. I was like, I'm not gonna bring out Zeus because it's no point. Nightmare Phoenix 1. Let's. All right, let's duel. All right, so I'll set summon limit. I don't need to summon more than twice anyway. I'll set rapid trigger, so we can go ahead and summon Conqueror Star right now. All right, he's gonna be sent to the graveyard. These are already in the graveyard. So next time, if I draw something discarded, I can do that now. Actually, I can discard, and he'll come back, or I can summon that Earth. I have to control the Earth monster to summon him. I'm gonna go with the Earth Star. Boom. Alright, so we got 2 beat sticks on the field. Now, if he targets this or this with an attack, I'll pay 5. I can negate the attack, and his effect will still kick in, even if you decrease. If the normal attack is different, you can still summon him and then get his effect. This card is insane for starting combos with this deck. Assault mode. What the heck? Oh no, you don't. Matter of fact, I got confusion. I got confusion. And bring out what's the name with this? Combat Star. Side Reflector. So we facing psychics? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, dude. Wow. Bye-bye. Didn't want the smoke from them combat stars. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and see us grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.